Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. It's time for me to review something else very poorly. And today we are looking at Batman the Merciless. This is a Dark Knight's Metal tie-in, focusing on the evil Batman who has obtained the power of Ares. Now the book starts off with a bunch of the world leaders of secret organizations like the DEO, Shade, Task Force X, etc. And they're all sitting around trying to figure out what to do. And Steve Trevor and General Lane are arguing about necessary measures. Lane wants to drop a super bomb called the Hela that could supposedly kill Superman. And that's when Batman the Merciless / Ares shows up and makes them fight amongst themselves, starts slaughtering people. Everybody loses their mind. Well, how did Batman get to this point? Well, on Earth -12, he had scooped up the helmet of Ares, thinking Wonder Woman was dead, and Ares was about to be victorious. He took the helmet up and killed Ares, and went on a rampage. He cut his way through the entire planet, killing even up to the gods, and that's when Batman Who Laughs showed up to explain to him that his planet was doomed, and the helmet would tell him that he would have recognized the symbols if he had listened to it, but he didn't. But he realized that this evil Batman was correct, so he signed on. Now, when he came through the portal with the other ones, he didn't want to look at Wonder Woman, so he looked at Superman instead before wandering off to find a secret tomb underneath where they were that chronicled this Earth Zero's Batman and the mantling of him to become the doorway for this evil bat deity that is leading the Batman. The heroes drop the bomb and it does nothing because it just feeds him. We see him sitting on a throne with a bunch of people surrounding him, and they're actually the leaders of these organizations, and they are worshiping him. And he grabs Steve Trevor by the neck and lifts him up, and that's when we learn some of the other atrocities this Batman did that I'm not going to share because you should read this. This was actually a really good issue. It was written by Peter Tomasi, and the artist was Francis Manipal, Tom Napolitano on letters, Jay Fabuk and Brad Anderson did the cover, and it was a lot of fun. It was a good story. It was real downer like the other ones. Sad fall from grace, but the brutality and just callousness this Batman shows is kind of beyond compare. I would recommend this one if you're reading Dark Knight's Metal. All of these have been really good so far. This one's probably one of the better ones, but it's hard to tell. They're all good in their own way, and they have very good writers and artists on these. The interior art really wasn't my style, but it's quality work, so I'm not going to say it was bad or anything. So if you get a chance, pick this up. If you're reading Dark Knight's Metal, it'll help make a little more sense for the story, and it'll give some context to the evil Batman. Be sure and check it out if you get a chance. Otherwise, that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next episode.